In 1997, I was looking for ways to engage NGOs in polio eradication. And so the Core Group Inc. was just getting started. And so I worked closely with them to try to see how we could get NGOs more thoroughly engaged in polio eradication. I really wanted it to sort of harness the energy of NGOs in country. And so we said there would be some minimum things like bundled proposals between international NGOs that were interested and fostering collaboration with local NGOs. It would have to work as part of the national polio team. And before we actually provided any money, we would have to make sure everybody was on board with NGOs as well, being part of the polio program. So we took quite a different approach, and I put out some parameters. And then the core group sent me an unsolicited proposal within those parameters saying how they wanted to get involved in polio. And thus the secretariat model was launched, and that's what's still in use today.
When you see this secretariat model is different from the other consulting type of activities, because it is different because all the stakeholders or the members of the secretariat, they are working together, they plan together. The planning is not only the partners involved in the secretariat, also the planning also process, the government at the world and the zonal level also involving in the planning process. In addition to that, wherever there is problems, they come together and discuss issues and bringing solutions for the problems.
We had this great group of PBOs and NGOs working with us as a consortium working together. There was no game of upmanship. It was total partnership with each other, with the government, with UNICEF, WHO, Rotary.
I think some of this innovation has been really at the cutting edge of how you deal with equity and how you get to the last child. When we found we weren't reaching everybody in booth days or even house to house, what CORE was able to do to establish child registries and child tracking, to list every single child in a household, to track pregnant women, newborns, making sure they got their routine immunization, as well as all their polio doses, make sure women knew about prenatal care. All of this sort of grew out of the need to find every single child.
I have seen that how we have saved so many lives, especially children. Not only just children, the entire family gets into a big problem when any child is paralyzed. So how we have saved millions of children getting paralyzed against polio.
I honestly believe we would not eradicate polio without the Core Group Polio Project. I think they filled gaps that neither governments or the UN could do, and for that I'm eternally grateful.